Boo, you're a lover, not a fighter, right? You're a lover boy. Lover boy Boo. Boo's hanging out with this girl, Stella. Stella and Boo back together again. Right, Boo?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
It's 8:53 a.m. and you just missed it. There were just 2 cats on top of this cat tower. And then I went to get this camera and Simba jumped off. So what happened was Simba jumped to the top of the cat tower and Stella was scratching on the bottom of it. And then she decided she wanted to jump to the top also. And I was like, be nice, share, share. And the 2 of them were sitting there together. They were sitting side by side looking out the window. And then when I left the room, Simba decided he wanted to leave with me. He wanted to see what I was doing. So it just goes to show you that the other day I said that Boo and Simba wanted to share it. There's plenty of room up there for 2 cats. If the cats are sitting like Stella's sitting right now, there's plenty of room that 2 cats could sit next to each other. And I was happy that Stella and Simba were not fighting. They were just peacefully up there together. Right, Stella? So last night around 3 a.m., I woke up to the smell of skunk. The whole house stunk like skunk. So I guess there was a skunk outside somewhere that sprayed, not too far from one of the windows. And it was bad. Like, I don't remember it ever being that bad. Like, it was so bad, I was starting to get nauseous from it. So I went downstairs because I have a fan. I have a few fans down in my storage room down there. So I took one of the fans up here and I put it on, and the fan started making this really high-pitched noise. Like, it made regular fan noise, but then there was like another high-pitched noise along with it, and I was like, I can't sleep with that, so I shut it off. And I ended up putting the big attic fan on, which I think helped to dissipate some of the skunk smell. It was really, really bad. And then this morning I woke up to thunderstorms. So none of us got really good sleep because when I was up because of the smell of the skunk, all the cats were just like wandering around the house like, what's going on here? They were surprisingly active for that hour of the night. Stella's watching birds right now because it stopped raining and there's birds eating some of the bird seed. It's 10:39 a.m. and I had to keep the cats upstairs because I found a whole bunch of ants downstairs and I needed to clean them up without the cats getting in the way. And I needed to spray some stuff to kill the ants. There was a lot of ants. I mean, we're talking hundreds, if not thousands. It was a lot because we got rain last night, early this morning. And what I'm finding is that every time we get rain, it's like flushing ants out of their nests or something. And so this was brand new. These ants were coming from somewhere they've never come from before, which is the I don't know what you call it. It's where the circuit breakers are. There's a little closet in the back corner where the circuit breakers are, and that's where the ants were coming from. So what happened was there was 2 plates of food left on this platter from last night because usually the cats will come back and finish their meal, but they didn't finish the food, so it attracted the ants. And the ants were like all over both plates of the food. So I had to move the plates onto the floor, and then I sprayed everything with some Mrs. Meyer's because that stuff is great at stopping ants in their tracks. It just kills the ants immediately. Then I had to follow the trail of ants into the back room, and I had to kill all of the ants along the entire trail. And here's what's going on. So here is the little closet with like the circuit breaker and stuff. And what I did was I put 2 ant baits here. There's already a whole bunch of ants eating the ant bait. I don't know if you could see them. Do you see all the ants crawling around? Like,
in the corner there. So yeah, what I do is I take the liquid taro ant bait and I cut some paper plates in either in half or in quarters. And so like the bigger one here, I staple the two pieces together, and then I put some of the liquid ant bait inside, and it works so far for keeping the cats away from it. And then the other one is a little bit smaller. I just cut that paper plate in half, fold it over, use some, I only had some Scotch tape down here, and so I taped that up, but there's liquid in there too. And you can see the ants are definitely attracted to the liquid. The goal is just to keep the ants attracted to the liquid so they come, they eat it, and then they take it back to the nest, and then the whole nest dies out. And that's been working in other areas of the house. So hopefully it works down here also. And yeah, I just want to be done with these ants. And it's definitely every time we get a heavy rain, the ants come out. It's horrible. And here's Splash. Splash is hiding. So what happened was when I came down to feed the cats, that's when I saw like the ant issue. So right away I was like, okay guys, go back upstairs. And Boo is already on the stairs and it's easy to get him back upstairs. But Stella and Simba were down here. So I had to pick Stella up and move her like halfway up the stairs. Here's Stella now. And then I had to pick Simba up and carry him up the stairs. And while I was carrying him up the stairs, then Stella and Boo ran up the stairs at the same time. So once I got them up the stairs, I shut the door, but Splash was still down here and I knew I was not going to be able to get Splash upstairs. So I literally told Splash to hide. I was like, Splash, go hide. And he was under the chair for a while. And then now he's hiding here under this blanket that's on the couch. This is one of his favorite hiding spots. See, he's hissing at me. You okay, Splash? You okay? Everything's okay. I wish Splash would get with the program sometimes. I've been spending more and more time with him every day, trying to make him less fearful. I spend more time petting him every day and interacting with him. So he's like the project right now to just get him to relax a little bit more. I really think it's an issue where he's just a very highly sensitive cat. I was watching a movie on Amazon Prime about highly sensitive people. And I think I also have a book about like the highly sensitive person. And in the movie, they said that it also pertains to animals, to many different species of animals. There are highly sensitive animals, just like there are highly sensitive people. I honestly believe that Splash is a highly sensitive cat, and that's what makes him a little bit different than Stella, Simba, and Boo. He feels things more deeply, and he processes things deeper, and he's more aware of just subtle things that are going on around him that the other cats might not be aware of. So what I would like to do now that the ant situation is under control is to finally give the cats their breakfast. I'm going to make sure that nothing is left behind to attract any ants. There's Splash under the chair. I should also mention that this is what I used on the ants. It's the Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day Multi-Surface Everyday Cleaner. This is the Acorn Spice scent. I find that any of her fall spice scents work great at killing ants. So I had the pumpkin spice before, but I couldn't find that last year, but I found the acorn spice and it works just as well. So I always keep some of these on hand because if I get a bad ant situation, I just spray the ants and it just stops them immediately. So the cats are eating their breakfast. Splash wants to eat underneath the chair, so I gave him his food there. And I wanted to mention one other thing that was really strange. So last night when I woke up like 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, and I wanted to get a fan to kind of dissipate the skunk smell. When I came down here, Simba was hanging out on the stairs. And I remember thinking that's weird. I was like, why is Simba hanging out on the stairs? But, you know, with the skunk smell, all the cats were active. So I was like, maybe it has something to do with that. Then I came down here, didn't notice anything strange at all, went back upstairs with the fan, fell back asleep. And then this morning, when I came down here to feed the cats,
the first thing that I noticed was an odor. And it wasn't a cat odor. It wasn't the odor of like dirty litter boxes. It wasn't the odor of like a cat accident, even though just to make sure there were no cat accidents, I walked through the entire downstairs looking for, you know, is there vomit anywhere? Is there a hairball? Did someone pee? Like, I could not find anything. And that's when I saw the plates with the ants on them. And then once I saw the plates with the ants, I followed the ant trail and I was like, oh my God, there's so many ants. So I'm really kind of wondering, do ants have an odor? And then the other thing I'm thinking is really weird is that in a previous video, I mentioned that I think I'm starting to get like cat hearing. And wouldn't it be kind of interesting to kind of smell what a cat smells? So now I'm wondering, am I starting to get cat smelling? Because why did I smell that weird smell? It was like a pungent, acidic smell. That's the best way I could describe it. It was like an acidic smell. Again, it didn't smell like typical cat smells. It didn't even smell like rotting food. Like if you've ever been around like rotting chicken or cat food that's gone bad, it did not smell like that. So I don't know, maybe bugs have a certain smell. Maybe ants have a certain smell. Simba, what does an ant smell like? What do ants smell like, Simba? He says he's not going to tell me because I wouldn't understand. But he's telling me that bugs do have a smell. Bugs have a certain smell, right? So I just did some research as I'm standing here, and I found out that some people can actually smell ants. Supposedly, it's formic acid that can be smelled on the ants, and it's news to me. I don't think I've ever smelled ants before, but when I came down here today, it really had me wondering if ants have an odor, because it was an odor unlike anything that I've smelled before. And maybe it's because there were so many ants. Maybe I can only smell it when there's that big a quantity of ants. But yeah, so it ends up that some people can smell ants. It's 8:30 a.m. Good morning, Splash. How are you today? Good morning, Simba. Good morning, Stella. How are you today? You're a pretty girl. So last night, the cats had a birthday party, and they had some churros, and they had some shibas, and then they had a little bit of crunchies. Boo says he really enjoyed it. He's trying to jump down. I'm trying to keep him here so I can film him. Okay, Bo. He's thanking me for their little party last night. I didn't film it because it was kind of dark in that room, and the footage doesn't always come out good when it's dark. But Boo said he was really happy with it. He wants to do it again. So today I might go buy them some more churros. They only had like one each, but I only have 2 more packs of churros left, and I like to have some on hand at all times. So I'll probably go buy some more packs today because it is their birthday. So we could have churros a few times this week, right? Right, Boo? And then with the Shibas, I had some Shiba perfect portions. So they each had 2 different flavors. They don't get a full perfect portion. For one of the flavors, they each had half of a perfect portion. And then for the other flavor, they each had a quarter of a perfect portion. So it was just like a little appetizer taste. Like a little treat, right, Bo? And they all love them. Stella says it reminds her of when she used to live outside, because I used to give her some Shibas as a enticement to come inside. That was one of her enticement foods. So here's Stella. And there's Boo. And here's Stella. And there's Boo.
And here's Stella. So Stella and Boo have been hanging out a lot together lately. They seem to be getting along better now. It's 1:37 p.m. and I just gave Simba 2 little shrimps to eat, and he just devoured them. Boo just had 2 before. So I got these at Costco a few weeks ago. These are Diamond Wild Cold Water Pink Shrimp. It says wild product of USA. They are cooked and peeled and ready to eat. And I thought they were really interesting because they are salad-sized shrimp. Like, they're small. When you see through the bag, maybe over here, you can see that they're small shrimp. And I keep this bag in my freezer, and if I'm in the mood for some fish or some shrimp, I just, defrost some. You just run it under cold water. They defrost really quickly. And what happened today, just a little while ago, was I sat down here on the sofa to relax and eat my salad. And this is what Boo did. He practically crawled into my salad bowl. Like, he jumped on the sofa next to me. He was crawling on top of my legs, and then he was trying to get into my salad bowl. And I was like, Boo, I'm eating a salad. What's going on with you? Because usually if I'm eating some kind of fruit or salad or something, the cats have absolutely no interest. They're only interested if maybe I'm eating a piece of chicken or something with meat in it. And I don't do that very often. So that's why I thought it was weird. I was like, why does Boo want a salad? And then right before I finished the salad, I remembered that I had the little shrimps in it. Like, I didn't even think about the shrimps that I put into it. So I said, oh, do you want a shrimp? So I had some extra shrimp that I did not put in the salad, and I gave Boo 2 of them, and he loves them. He loves them. And then I gave Simba the 2 that you saw Simba eating. And I really like these shrimp. They taste really good, but they're also cat-sized. They are like the perfect size for a little cat snack. And Boo's a little angry because he wants some more right now. He's like, stop talking and give me some more of those shrimp. So he had 2 little shrimp. Simba had 2. Maybe I'll give them each 2 more, and then that'll be it for now. I don't know where Stella and Splash are. If they were up here and active, I'd give them some too. I think they're downstairs taking a nap. There's Stella. She's taking a nap on the sofa downstairs in her royal bed. So I wanted to show you Boo eating his shrimp, but he pretty much ate them faster than I could get my camera on. And Simba, I don't even know if he chews his. I think he might just swallow them whole. It's 8:20 a.m. Here's Boo. He's on top of the cat tower. He's watching birds. And I forgot to say Happy Father's Day to Boo. Happy Father's Day, Boo. Happy Father's Day. So I'm getting ready to leave and visit Grandpa Farrell for Father's Day. And last night, the cats had a little party for their birthdays again. And they had some fancy feast. And they split a can of fancy feast, and they had some crunchies to go with it. And I still haven't given them their birthday presents yet. I'm gonna wait until I get back. Probably be back tomorrow evening, so maybe the next day. And for Father's Day, I was gonna give Boo the crunchy feeder, but with the ant situation, like, I don't wanna just leave crunchies in the crunchy feeder while I'm away because I don't want ants to get it. And I don't wanna give it to him this morning because in the past, in the recent past, I've noticed that if the cats eat crunchies before breakfast, sometimes they'll vomit. At least Simba will. So I think Boo's Father's Day present is going to have to wait until I get back also. Okay, Boo? You okay with that? He's a little bit disappointed. But I'll give you your favorite canned food for breakfast, okay, Boo? And I'm going to give you new frozen raw food in your automatic feeder. Yeah, I got you your Stella and Chewies. You love the Stella and Chewies freeze-dried bites, so I got you some of their raw bites. And yeah, and then when I get back, then we could do your Father's Day, Boo, and you could have a bunch of crunchies out of your, that touch feeder you have. You love that, and so I'll give you your crunchies in there. You could have like an all-you-can-eat crunchy day, okay, Boo? That would make you so happy, all-you-can-eat crunchies. Boo says he doesn't like it when I go away. I know, Boo. I know you don't like it when I go away, but, sometimes I have to, and I wish you guys would like to get out of the house a little bit more than you do. They just love it here so much they never want to leave. Boo, I would take you with me. I would be happy to take you with me, Boo, but you would throw a fit because you don't like going in the car. You don't like leaving the house. You're so happy here, you never want to leave the house, Boo. But I'd put you in a carrier and I would take you with me. And Grandma and Grandpa would be very happy to see you. But you never want to go. Hello, Simba. Simba's waiting his turn for the cat tower. And there's Boo, he's purring. Boo, are you purring? You stopped? It's almost 10 a.m. And I'm almost completely packed and ready to go. And the cats have eaten their breakfast today. I forgot to mention last night they also had some temptations. They went crazy over the temptations because they rarely have them. So it was a real treat. And then today in their automatic feeders, I gave them each 2 temptations with each programmed meal. So they should like that also. So here's Stella on top of the cat tower. She's relaxing, taking a little bath. And here's Boo. He's on the bed. He had a squeeze up because it's Father's Day. And he had his favorite canned food, which is the wellness chicken and herring. And Splash ended up eating a little bit of it. So then I gave Boo some crunchies. So Boo had a really big breakfast. So he's kind of sleepy right now, which is fine. I'm really happy when the cats get a lot of rest while I'm away because it keeps them out of trouble. All of the automatic feeders have been set up. Boo's feeder is still kind of raised off the ground with those solar lights just because that's what I had to raise it with. And this is what it looks like inside. So on the far right is their dinner. Boo's getting some frozen Stella and Chewies rabbit nuggets. And then up here, the top 2, those are tomorrow. That's breakfast, that's dinner. And Boo's getting Stella and Chewies freeze-dried rabbit nuggets along with some crunchies. And like I mentioned, he's getting 2 temptations in each one. So hopefully he'll eat these and no one else will steal these. And all of the security cameras are set. I have them strategically placed all over the house. So if there's anything that I need to check on, I can check on it while I'm away. Like whether Boo's eating his food or other cats are eating it. Here's Simba. Hello, Simba. He's hanging out down here on the cat tower. I really have to get that cleaning brush that I used on the cat towers upstairs and clean this cat tower. Although I'm seriously thinking about replacing it because if you saw the rest of it, it's a disaster. The cats have had this since 2017. So they've had it for 5 years, and you know how cats can totally ruin a cat tower. So yeah, this is pretty well ruined. But Simba likes it, and it's the perfect height for this location, so the cats can look out the window from the top. Hey, Simba. Look at all the cat hair on it. It's loaded, but Simba loves it. Simba loves it, right, Simba? Okay, Simba. Simba's stationed down here because he says he's doing his job. His job is to keep bugs out of the house. And yesterday I came down here and I found one of those, those house centipedes. It seems that Simba had taken care of it, but he wanted to leave it here to make sure that I knew he took care of it. So I had to dispose of it. Right, Simba? So he says he gets a really good view from up here. He could see if there's any creepy crawly things on the ground. So he says he's ready. The cats take their jobs very seriously, right? Okay. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, Simba. So here are the 3 feeders that are down here. Boo gets his feeder upstairs just because it seems to keep disagreements to a minimum. And he likes it up there because, you know, that was his room before he was integrated with the other cats. So he still, you know, feels ownership of it. So that's why I like to keep him separate up there. Also, it does help from keeping the other cats eating his food because he'll go in there and he'll bop them so they don't touch his stuff. So that's why Boo's feeder's upstairs. So this morning I put more ant bait down in the far corner near the utility closet. I don't know what it's called, but where I saw the ants the other day. That has been continually ant baited for the past several days. So I'm hoping it kills whatever ants are around. And if there are any ants left, they just stay far away from these feeders. And this is what's going on inside of these feeders. So the cats have the Nature's Variety Instinct raw bites. In here they have the frozen raw bites with a little bit of crunchies. And then here they have the freeze-dried raw bites with some crunchies. Crunchies are dry cat food. And they each have a few Temptations treats, just as, you know, like a treat while I'm away. And they should be good to go. So these are set to dispense food around 6 p.m. today. And also around 7 a.m. tomorrow, probably around 7:30 a.m. Because I know the time on these feeders is a little bit off. And right now it's about 10 a.m. I have not had any issues putting raw food in these feeders and then the cats eating the raw food later in the day. I find that the raw food stays okay. At least 12 hours, there's no problem keeping raw food for 12 hours. In the past, sometimes I've even kept it in here for up to 24 hours. Anything longer than that, I don't do it. Now, obviously, the raw food manufacturers don't recommend that. However, I'm just going by my experience with these cats when they were living outside and they used to kill a prey, like if they killed a bird or a mouse or something, they didn't always eat it right away. Sometimes they would save some for later. Sometimes they would actually bury it and then come back to it a day or two later. So cats in the wild have no issue eating like raw food that's been sitting around. Obviously, if the raw food's been sitting around and it has a bad odor and it's slimy and, you know, it's starting to turn, you definitely don't want to give that to your cats. And I'm not advocating irresponsible feeding of raw food to cats. I'm just explaining what my experience has been with these cats and the way I've been able to successfully feed them. And that's why in these feeders, for example, tomorrow they're getting the freeze-dried raw instead of the frozen raw. Another thing to keep into consideration is that the frozen raw does not thaw out immediately. The frozen raw that I give the cats takes hours to thaw out, depending on how big the pieces of frozen raw are. So with the smaller pieces that they're getting today, those might thaw out in a few hours. And then if they get like the larger primal nuggets, those take longer to thaw out. And when I say thaw out, I don't mean just get soft so they're not frozen. I mean come to like room temperature, which is how cats like to eat raw food. They don't like to eat it when it's still cold. Also, one of the security cameras are pointing at these feeders so I can get an idea of who's eating what when. I have a security camera pointing at the litter boxes so I have an idea of who's doing what when. Okay, happy Father's Day, Boo. Enjoy your nap. Boo says this is what dads are supposed to do on Father's Day. They're supposed to nap all day. Okay, I'll let you do that. It's 3:45 p.m. and here's Stella. She's hanging out on the bed. I haven't had much of a chance to film the cats today because I have so much work to do. I took yesterday off and today I'm just trying to get a million things done because I'm hoping to take another day off at the end of the week. Here's Boo. How you doing, Boo? What are you doing in here? This isn't kind of unlike Boo to be hanging out here in the middle of the day. Here's Simba. Simba was just downstairs. So I just went downstairs to get a case of sparkling water and put them in my refrigerator in the kitchen. And when I went downstairs, I saw something that was so cute. I said, I have to come back upstairs and get this camera so I could film it. And when I went downstairs, one of the other things that I saw was Simba. He was laying in one of the round cat beds. And he got up and he came over to greet me, and then he just followed me upstairs. But let's go back downstairs and let's see if I could show you what I saw. Okay, Simba?
Look at what's going on here. I'm sorry if it's out of focus because I'm super zoomed in. There's Splash laying in the royal cat bed. In Stella's royal cat bed. He loves it. I think he likes it because it has see how it has the pillow on the back that he's kind of resting against? So there's the other round cat bed that he usually lays in. And then here's this one. See how it kind of has that extra pillow that comes up on the side? He looks very comfortable there, so I'm not going to bother him. But this is the first time that I've seen him relaxing in that cat bed.
It's 8:20 a.m. Here's Boo. Boo was a very bad boy last night, right, Boo? You want to tell everyone what you did last night, Boo? Boo, you want to tell everyone what you did last night? Boo says last night he attacked all the cats. Why did you attack the cats, Boo? Why did you attack the cats, Boo? He says he was just in that kind of mood. First, he attacked Stella. Then, he attacked Simba. And finally, he attacked Splash. Boo! And the other cats were not happy at all. They were very mad at you, Boo. They felt very insulted and hurt that you would attack them like you attacked them. We thought those days were over, Boo. We thought your thug days were over. There was no reason for you to attack them, Boo. Simba says he demands an apology. You gonna apologize to the cats today, Boo? You gonna apologize, Boo? You gonna say you're sorry for attacking them? They said it wasn't right for you to do that. They say you're still a wild animal, Boo. Boo says he's the boss. Boo, why did you attack all the cats last night? To me, it was completely uncalled for, and I don't know what got into him. It was like all of a sudden, he just became a wild man. And he had to go into a timeout. I put him in his room. I shut the door, and I let him cool down a little bit. I came to spend some time with him. I gave him pets like this. And then he went back out, and he was a little bit calmer. I gave him playtime. He had playtime with his favorite dragonflies and the cat charmer, right, Boo? And then eventually what I had to do is, since it was late and I wanted to go to bed, but I didn't want any issues. Like, I did not want cats fighting when I was trying to sleep, and I didn't trust Boo around the other cats while I was sleeping, because when he was attacking them, I had to break up every single fight. So, he would go after them and, be swatting and sometimes even trying to bite them. And I would have to, be yelling, to break it up. So I didn't really trust all the cats together while I was sleeping. So what I had to do was I laid down here. I laid down on the day sofa. And this is the body pillow. This is the body pillow that Ditto used to like to lay on. And actually, for the first time yesterday, Boo laid on it. So I was laying here, and Boo crawled onto the body pillow, and he laid on the body pillow. And then eventually he stretched out on the body pillow. So I was laying here, and Boo was all stretched out on the pillow. And he likes it when I hold his hand when he tries to fall asleep. So I was holding his hand or his paw, and eventually he fell asleep. So that's when I was like, okay, he seems to be much calmer now. And then I I left the room and I went to bed. What got into you, Boo? I want to know what got into you. What got into you that you were just like crazy, man? Here's Stella, and the cats were weighed this morning. I did not weigh Boo because he was running away from me, but Stella got weighed and Simba got weighed. And Stella lost 0.2 pounds from last week. And Simba's the same as he was last week. So this month, Stella lost a total of 0.4 pounds, which is almost half of a pound. And Simba also lost 0.4 pounds. So they both did really good. It's 3:45 p.m. and I was just sitting here with Boo. We were hanging out for a few minutes and taking a little break. And Boo told me, he finally told me why he was mad at the other cats. And the reason why is because when I was away for my overnight trip, they ate his food. Yep, they ate his food out of his feeder. He wasn't happy about it. And so he wanted to express his unhappiness to them. Right, Boo? So that's why. That's why he was mad at them. He was getting back at them. You want more pets? Boo wants more pets. Okay. You're a good boy, Boo. You're a good boy, but don't hold grudges, okay? Don't hold grudges. So something I've noticed about the cats is that they are really good at holding grudges, right, Boo? Splash is good at holding grudges. Stella is good at holding grudges. Like, according to cat culture or cat code, yeah, cats hold grudges. You're silly, Boo. Let it go. Forgive them. Forgive them, Boo. Okay? Just be nice to them, Boo. Be nice to them. They like your food. You could eat their food. Boo says he doesn't like their food. That's what the problem is. Boo says they ate his food, and then when he went to eat their food, he didn't like their food. I'm sorry, Boo. It's 8:30 p.m., and the cats have their interactive crunchy feeders. So here's Boo with his feeder. He's really enjoying it. And there's the feeder that Stella likes to use. And she was using it for a little while, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if Boo got mad at her and, like, Boo's being, like, possessive of all the crunchies or what. But I walked into the room, and Stella's not really happy about getting crunchies out of it. So I gave it to Splash, and I don't know if Splash is going to figure it out or not. There you go, Stella. Get your crunchies. Get your crunchies, Stella. The cats are still a little bit mad at Boo over what he did last night. You know, he's been, very unfriendly lately. Stella, you going to have your crunchies? Here. You want the crunchies? You going to get them? If anyone ever tells you that cats forget things, they never do. People might like to believe that, but it's not been my experience at all. Cats have incredible memories. Splash just came back. He's going to enjoy some crunchies with Stella. Now, I know Simba does not really like these crunchy machines. So what I did before was I gave Simba some dried sardines. He was really happy with those. And here's Simba right now. He's relaxing in this cat tower. This is what Simba does when he says he's had enough crunchies or snack time. He comes over here and he hangs out in this cat tower. Simba's a good boy. You're a good boy, Simba. You're a very good boy. What happened, Stella? Is it empty? I think they might need some more crunchies in this one. She's just been pressing that button and it's just been going and going and going and nothing's been coming out. Even though there's some crunchies in there. It's 8:10 a.m. Good morning, Stella. Stella is so pretty, right, Stella? You're a pretty girl, Stella. She's laying on my towel. Good morning, Boo. Boo's tired this morning. Every time I try to film Boo on the cat tower, he wants to jump down. Good morning, Simba. Look what Stella and Boo got for their birthday. They got a piñata. I thought all the cats could have some fun with this piñata. Looks like Boo's checking it out already. Oh, he wants to play with it. I didn't even take it out of the packaging. Okay, let me go remove the packaging and then you'll have some playtime, Boo, okay? So this is what the piñata looks like. It's kind of disappointing. It has a really short stick. I don't think the camera's focusing on the stick, but you get an idea of how short the stick is. And the string is kind of short also. And it does come with catnip that I put inside the toy. In the front of the toy, there's like a little pouch area. That's what Stella's going after right now. And it has a Velcro, and I stuffed it with catnip.
It's 8:20 a.m. I just walked up the stairs and looked out the back door and saw this. So I was outside this morning and I refilled the other water bowl with water for the animals, and I forgot to refill this one. So for the past day or two, we've had really kind of ugly weather. It's been really rainy and damp. And I don't know if I've seen this cat before. This is not the cat with the blotches. This is not Cheetah, the one with the bushy tail. I kind of want to go outside and be like, don't drink that water. So you can see it's kind of murky. And this looks like a young cat. To me, at least, it looks like a young cat. Okay, so after it goes away, I'll go back outside in a little bit and refill this with fresh water. It's about 2 p.m. and here's Stella. She's hanging out on the bed. And there's Simba. So all the cats just had some crunchies. They had an afternoon snack today. The reason why is because I'm not going to be back later tonight to give them their crunchies later. I've set up their automatic feeders for them, and they're going to have dinner out of their automatic feeders and breakfast out of their automatic feeders. And right now, Splash is underneath the bed eating his crunchies. The reason why is because his routine is off, his schedule's off, and, you know, he's a little bit freaked out right now. Splash likes to stay on a routine and on a schedule. And here's Boo. Boo just enjoyed a whole bunch of crunchies here in the living room on the play rug. So I'm leaving the cats some paper to lay on and their toys. I'm probably going to pick up that Piñata toy. They don't need that right now. I will be back tomorrow. I'm just going on a really short overnight trip. I have some free hotel nights that I need to use before the end of the month because they expire. I can't extend them anymore. And if I have them, if they're free, I might as well use them. So I'm going to be going on kind of a working staycation. So I just found out about these expiring a few days ago, and I did call the hotel chain to try to have them extended, but they said there's no way because they've already been extended because of COVID. So if I don't use them, I lose them. And because I only found out a few days ago, when I tried to price out some flights, for example, the prices were ridiculous on the flights. So I figured, let me just use these hotel rooms locally. I've never stayed at any of the local hotels, so it'll be nice just to check one out and see what it's about. I booked a room in the one that has the highest ratings, the highest customer ratings, that is. And when I was looking for a hotel to book a room in, I was actually kind of disappointed because the majority of the hotels in the local area, none of them have pools. Like, I always thought that hotels always had an outdoor pool because, you know, when I'm traveling, there's always an outdoor pool. I didn't realize that, like, if you're coming to the New York City area, it's usually an indoor pool or no pool at all. And if it's a beautiful summer day, I don't want to go to an indoor pool. I want a nice outdoor pool. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility, so I got a hotel without a pool. So not too happy about that, but I am looking forward to just like a mini getaway, a change of scenery, being able to focus and actually get some things done that I've been wanting to get done for quite a while. I have like a list of projects that I need to be working on that I just haven't been able to squeeze out time for. So I'm hoping I could actually make some progress on those projects. And I remember people that I know telling me that if they need to get some projects done, they book themselves into a hotel and they just concentrate on that. And for some reason, it really helps them be more productive. So we're going to see if that works today. Right, Bo? Right, Bo? So I've told the cats what's going on, and it's a little weird for them because I'm leaving in the afternoon and also because I was just away a few days ago, but they should be okay with it. I do have all the cameras set up so I could check on them, and yeah, we'll see how they do.
Let's take a little tour of this hotel room. So the first thing that I noticed when I got in was that it was kind of dark. This light here, that's the only light for this whole area. That's why I have the bathroom light on. It gives a little bit more light. So there's this, it's like an armoire, and there's a microwave, which was unexpected. And then here we have an ice bucket with some cups. There's a coffee maker, and I was hoping there would be some tea bags, but I don't see any tea bags. I'm gonna look again. So far I've only seen coffee. And then here is a mini fridge, which is nice. And here we have the closet area with the ironing board and the iron and some hangers. And then here's the room. It's a bit small, but it's a 1 king bed room. And sometimes rooms with 1 king bed can be smaller than rooms with 2 queen beds. But it's clean, so that's good. The first thing I usually do when I get to a hotel room is kind of inspect it just to make sure everything is, up to par before I bring my bags in and, make myself comfortable, because I've stayed in too many hotels where, after I've kind of started unpacking, getting comfortable, and then you realize, well, the toilet doesn't flush, or the sink doesn't drain, or there's an issue with the like the air conditioner or the heater or something. So I always make sure to inspect everything before I start making myself comfortable. So yeah, so this looks good. It was really cold in here when I got in. It was only like 67 degrees, so I pumped up the thermostat to about 73, 74, so I feel a bit more comfortable. I've already started making use of the desk. I have a work project happening right now, so the first thing I did was open my laptop, connect to the internet, and the internet has really good speed here, so I'm happy about that so far. I mean, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully that won't change later as more and more people check in. Right now when I got here, I would say the parking lot is mostly empty, and any person that I saw that's already here in the hotel has been a senior citizen. I think that's because right now we're in June, and a lot of people that used to live around here have moved to Florida. They've moved to North Carolina, they've moved to warmer states, and then what they do in the summer is they come back up here to visit family and friends, and they usually stay at one of these hotels. So I think that's why I'm seeing so many seniors, especially in the lobby, in the parking lot. So far, everyone that I've seen is much older. So then here they have like a little ottoman. I already have my bags here. There's like a little dresser here, big TV. I just shut that off because I don't need it yet. And here's the bathroom. It's kind of small, but that's okay. It has everything that's needed in a bathroom. And there's some towels, and there's a hair dryer up top. And here we have the bathtub and the shower, and it's just really basic with a shower curtain. And hopefully the water pressure is good. And this is the view from the window. So it looks out over the parking lot, which thankfully right now is mostly empty. It will be really interesting to see how much the parking lot fills up. I have not been in a hotel since prior to COVID, since 2019. All of my trips in 2020 were canceled. We'll see how full the parking lot gets. It's kind of weird to be so close to parking spots, but at least there's not like a sidewalk right outside the window. There's some bushes and stuff, and on the other side there's another parking lot, and there's another hotel, which I didn't realize there's another hotel right next to this one. Then on the other side of this hotel there's a shopping mall. So I have plenty of stuff to do if I want to take a break from some of the work that I want to get done, and so there's plenty of things to distract me. This is the back of the Fairfield Inn and Suites in Paramus, New Jersey. It's about 7:30 p.m. right now. Over there in the distance, next door, is a Hampton Inn. And there's also a parking lot for Teslas. There must be some kind of Tesla dealership around, because I walk through that parking lot and it is just all brand new Teslas. And then on this side in the distance, there is a shopping mall. It is the Paramus Park Mall. So let's take a walk over there. So there's no pool at this hotel. There is a little outside like patio area with some tables and chairs, but the grounds are kept very nice. The lawn is well manicured. So here's the mall. There's a Macy's, and I'm starting to feel raindrops. I'm wondering if I should turn back, because that looks like a rain cloud. It looks like there's some rain coming down from that cloud. I don't have an umbrella. Check out those clouds, kind of ominous looking. So I checked the weather radar, and yeah, there's a thunderstorm in the area, so I figured let's just take a look at the hotel before I venture off to the mall. So here's another big courtyard area. This would be the perfect place to put a pool. I don't know why they don't have one. Behind there is where they have tables and chairs and umbrellas, and it's like a patio area where you can hang out. But it would be much nicer if this was all a pool with the patio area. There's some benches. And then here in the front is a Bonefish Grill restaurant. I've actually eaten there many times in the past. I haven't been there anytime recently. They're pretty good though. And then right next door is one of the entrances to the hotel. But the main entrance is around the side. So here's the main entrance. It's now starting to rain a little bit harder. And there it is, the Fairfield Inn and Suites Marriott main entrance. I'm going inside because I'm getting very wet. This is the hallway. It's really cold in here. I actually had to put some heat on in my room. So here's an ice machine. And here's some guest laundry. So there's the sun through the trees. And it looks like the storm has just passed. Oh, there's a rainbow. That's what I was looking for. Check out the rainbow. So it smells like a storm. Like a storm just passed. You know, there's a storm. There's a smell to like a summer thunderstorm. And as I'm standing here, there's still a bit of rain coming down. I thought it had completely passed, but maybe not. So let's try this again. So there's Macy's. And I'm just going to take a walk around the outside of the mall. There's not a whole lot going on the inside of the mall. So if I walk around the outside of the entire mall, it ends up being close to a mile. Right here we have an LL Bean, which is a nice store. It's one of the only ones around here as far as LL Beans go. And then here's one of the other entrances. It is the Paramus Park Mall, and then here's an Old Navy over here. Up ahead, there is a Panera, which has some tables and chairs outside. There's people sitting there, so I'm not going to film like right there. But yeah, it's nice that they have some outside seating. There's a Club Pilates. And up here there is a Uniqlo. The sky looks pretty cool. And this is what the mall parking lot looks like on a Friday night. Pretty empty. At least this part of the parking lot. And then here on the far end of the mall is a Stu Leonard's, which is a really cool store to shop in. It's like a supermarket, but they get really fresh stuff in from local farms, which is nice. They also have their own bakery, and they have a lot of nice items there. And right now I've walked exactly a half mile. So from the hotel to the other end of the mall, the far end of the mall, is exactly a half mile. And it looks like they have, it says Atlantic Health System Paramus Pavilion. I don't know if that's a gym, physical therapy, or what. So Stu Leonard's has an outdoor garden shop. And the parking lot here has quite a bit more cars. A lot of people like to shop at Stu Leonard's. They have a Hallmark paper store, which is pretty cool for like gifts and unique things. And here's another entrance to the mall. The mall's kind of going through a bit of an identity crisis as far as like the shops in the mall go. So there's Macy's at one end, Stu Leonard's on the other end, and then in between there's quite a few shops in transition, let's put it that way. There's a unique assortment right now. There used to be a lot less stores in here, like there were more vacant storefronts, but some new shops have come in, and they're not typical mall stores that I've seen before. Some toy stores have come in, some fashion stores have come in. It's kind of unique. Over here they have a whole bunch of solar panels, and there's some people parking underneath solar panels. I'm not sure exactly what they power with the solar panels. I doubt it powers the entire mall, but maybe a portion of the power. And then over here, I think this used to be a restaurant. Now it's a dermatology office. So it's kind of interesting how doctors' offices are now making their way into shopping malls. And then here is Promise Park Dental. So it looks like a dentist. The sky looks really cool in the distance. And now we're back to Macy's. Just another side of it. And I've gone 0.9 miles. So when I get to the other side of Macy's, it should be a full mile. It's about 9:20 a.m. I've gotten a whole bunch of work done, so I'm really happy with this overnight hotel stay. I got up pretty early today and I went and had breakfast before 8 a.m. It was nice because the breakfast area was pretty empty. I had a really big breakfast. It wasn't the best hotel breakfast buffet food that I've ever had, but it was edible, like it was decent. And the people in charge of the breakfast area were super, super nice. So that was good. And I just went back and I grabbed some more bananas. I grabbed a bagel. I'm going to bring it home and put it in my freezer. And I grabbed some decaffeinated tea bags, some honey, some utensil sets. When I just went back to the breakfast area right now, it was really crowded, not just senior citizens like I mentioned yesterday. There's all ages, lots of families, business travelers. Like, it's just a very diverse crowd. And I'm glad I went early because you can't even get a seat now. And they're out of some things. Like, everything was fully stocked and fresh when I went before. And now things are kind of picked through, but still good. Overall, it was a really good experience. It's about 9 a.m. right now. So yesterday I got home in the afternoon and then I relaxed with the cats for a while. Boo was so happy I was home. I laid down on the couch for a little bit to rest, and he came over and he was laying pretty much on top of me, right next to me. He wanted a ton of pets, so that's what he got. And the cats got a special snack, and last night they got a special snack. I made some steamed scallops, so they each got a little bit of steamed scallops.
and they got a little bit of a churu, and then they got some crunchies, so they were really happy. Right, Simba? And it was so hot yesterday that I actually had to put the air conditioning on like earlier in the day. So the cats don't really like that because they do like fresh air coming in from the windows. So then last night, once the temperature cooled down outside, then I was able to open up all the windows. Right now I have the attic fan on, pulling some cool air in. And the cats have been enjoying looking out the windows this morning and smelling the air. And Stella got plenty of pets this morning. She does that thing where she waits until she hears that I'm up, like that I'm awake, even though I'm not like fully conscious. Like if I'm awake and she hears movement or she senses that I'm awake, then she'll jump on the bed and she'll want a whole bunch of pets. So that's what Stella does in the morning. She doesn't wake me up for food or anything. She literally waits until she hears that I am somehow awake, and then she jumps on me because she wants pets. And she wants pets, and she wants pets, and she wants pets, and she wants pets. Like a lot of pets. So that's what Stella gets. Stella's kind of like my alarm clock that way. She doesn't actually wake me up. She waits till I'm awake, but then she makes sure that I don't hit the snooze button or go back to sleep or anything. Good job, Stella. You do good with that. And Simba and Splash were watching birds out of the window in Boo's room this morning. They were really cute. The two of them were sitting right next to each other. They were sharing the window, but I couldn't film it because all my cameras were on the charger, and the charger was like right next to them in the corner of the room, and I didn't want to disturb them. So that's why I'm just telling you about it now. And the cats love looking out the windows in Boo's room, and then there's also the window near the cat tower in my room, because they can see the birds from there, because since the cats have all been inside, since Ditto and Hydrox are not outside anymore, now I put bird seed on the patio every day. Not just bird seed, but also some nuts, dried fruit, and peanuts for the birds. And so we get all different kind of birds here every day. And when you do that, you recognize the same birds coming over and over again. So right now, all the cats are waiting for their breakfast. There's Splash. He's waiting patiently. There's Simba. Simba's a little bit annoyed. He's like, stop talking and start feeding. Here's Stella. Hey, Stella, how you doing? You hungry? You want breakfast? Yeah, Stella says she's eagerly anticipating a meal. And here's Boo. How you doing, Boo? I forgot to mention that I am going away on another overnight trip tonight. That's probably why Boo's not looking very happy. And I have to use up another free hotel room. So I am heading out to Riverhead, Long Island, out east. And it's supposed to be a really nice hotel. I'm actually pretty excited for this one. It's a brand new hotel. It's only about 4 years old. They have a pool, like an outdoor pool, which will be nice. Free parking, free breakfast. It's right near a big outlet shopping mall. It's near a Walmart. It's near a state park. And it's only about 30 or 40 minutes away from Greenport, which is a cute little town with lots of cute little shops. It's on the water. So I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm just hoping there's no traffic. The other thing I wanted to mention is that here in the New York metropolitan area, Walmart is not a big thing at all. There are some Walmarts around here, but we don't shop at Walmarts the same way that the rest of America shops at Walmart. I know I talk to people that I know living in other parts of the United States, and people are always shopping in Walmart. That's where they do the majority of their shopping. And around here, most of the people that I know hardly ever shop at Walmart. It's a rare occurrence that they do. So being in a hotel near Walmart is, definitely kind of like a tourist thing.
It's about 11 a.m. Here's Boo. He's relaxing on the bed. So I put the air conditioning on. I actually reset the thermostat, and now the air conditioning will go on at 78 degrees. I had it on at 80 degrees, but let's keep the house a little bit cooler, right, Boo? Right? Okay. You stay comfortable today. You guys just relax. Relax and rest. You had a big day yesterday. You had a lot of activities yesterday, so you relax and rest. Here's Stella. Oh, look at this. Boo's gonna lay down with Stella. Isn't that nice? And Stella says she's going to relax and rest today also. The cats had breakfast a little while ago. Their feeders are all set up. Boo had some canned food. He had his favorite canned food. That's why he's very happy right now. And the other cats had some primal raw chicken and salmon nuggets. And they each had a few little crunchies and some bench and field treats. Look at this. Look at that. Stella's like being very cautious. Okay, nice. Everyone be nice to each other, okay? Everyone be nice to each other. You're a nice girl, Stella. You're a lover boy. Boo, you're a lover, not a fighter, right? Boo, you're a lover, not a fighter, right? You're a lover boy. Lover boy Boo. Boo's hanging out with this girl, Stella. Stella and Boo back together again. Right, Boo? He's smelling her paw. I think we're all waiting for something to happen right now. Tension is very thick. Okay. Maybe everyone will remain calm. Maybe not. It's okay, Boo. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Boo. She loves you. She still loves you, okay? She loves you. Stella, it's okay. He's just trying to be nice, okay? He's trying to be nice. Stella's growling a little bit. I'm not going to leave the house with the two of them laying like this. I don't trust it. Stella's growling. Stella doesn't trust it either. Boo, would you like some crunchies? You want to go in your room and have some crunchies? Boo? Guys, they're practically holding hands. Look at that. Look how close their paws are. And neither of them really like to have their paws touched. They're staring at each other. Although Boo's trying to close his eyes and take a nap. You guys gonna sleep like that? You're gonna sleep with your paws together like that? I don't trust this at all. I don't want to leave the house like this. Let's go see what Simba and Splash are doing. Here's Simba. He's downstairs in the round cat bed. It's nice and cool down here, Simba. Okay, you take it easy, Simba. You're in charge of bugs, remember that. And there's Splash on the furry cat tower. How you doing, Splashy? Doing your job already? Yep. Looking for rodents outside? Splash is watching the squirrels and the birds outside. I put some bird seed on the patio earlier. See you later, Splashy. I just came back in the room and look at this. Look at that. I think the paws are even more close together now than before. Let's see what happens if I put the paws together. If they touch each other. They're going to get in a fight? I need to break this up because I have to leave. I brought a squeeze up in here. but my curiosity is getting the best of me. I want to put their paws together. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, look at that. Nothing really. You okay, Boo? Okay, let's eat a squeeze up. Let's eat a squeeze up so you guys are not laying so close together. Okay. Good job, Stella. Good job. Okay, Blue. Over here. Okay, mission accomplished. I took the little quilt and the little blanket off the bed because this linen duvet cover stays really, really cool and really, really comfortable. Even though it's very wrinkled, that's just how linen gets, but it is so comfortable. I think maybe that's why Boo was so close to Stella, because he wanted to lay on the linen instead of the blanket or the quilt. So we'll see how it goes. I have a camera pointed at this entire room so I can check in while I'm away. I'm at Wildwood State Park and I'm trying to walk down to the beach. I've never been here before. I don't know where anything is. So this shows you the different kind of fish you could catch, size limit, time of year. That's interesting. Look at this sunken treasure. New York State is building 12 artificial reefs. Someone just went past me with like I don't know what that is. I hope nothing bad is going on. There's another truck with the lights flashing. I've never been here before. I have no idea where I'm headed or what. So there was some yelling going on. Supposedly some kind of fight was happening or something. But the guy says everything should be okay now. I don't know, but you can see the water. So this is going to be horrible to walk back up. It's all downhill to the beach, but coming back up is going to be horrible. It's all uphill. Oh, it's cool here. Nice and cool. So right now it's about 5:30 p.m. There's still a lot of people on the beach. So you see the flags. Between the green flags is where you can swim, and then the red flags indicate like no swimming past those. It's a nice little beach. Look at all the rocks. And then over here, there's a deck with some picnic tables, and it looks like a snack bar. Looks like the water's pretty cold. The sand is very rocky. So here's the other side of the beach. It goes down quite a ways. Supposedly it's like 2 miles of beach. It's still really, really hot, even though it's later in the day. I'm not dressed for the beach. I don't have my bathing suit or anything with me. I just wanted to check out this park because I've never been to this park before. And I don't know anything about it, but it's a interesting beach area. Someone's using a metal detector in the water. The water looks pretty clear, which is nice. Check this out. I wonder what that is. It almost looks like some kind of fireplace or something. I don't know what's in there. It's impossible to get to unless you crawl over these rocks, and I doubt they let anyone do that. Unless it's a storm drain. It could just be a storm drain, and then they have the grates on it to keep animals from going in there. I'm headed back up this driveway. It smells really nice around here. Almost smells like sweetgrass. If you've ever smelled sweetgrass. I don't think it grows around here, but it's kind of what I'm smelling right now. This is a really good workout, walking back up this driveway, because I'm really feeling it in my legs, and I'm really happy that I changed my shoes. So now I'm wearing shoes that are much more comfortable. So right next to that road is where they have a parking field. This is parking lot 1. This is where I'm parked, but I'm parked on the other side of it. And over here to the north of the parking field, there's a little picnic area. We can take a look at that. And then on the other side, there's a much bigger picnic area. Like, there's a lot of picnic tables and a lot of people having picnics. So over here, on this end of the parking lot, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a whole bunch of picnic tables. All those blue things are garbage cans. And there's like grills, a lot of people grilling food and just hanging out. It's a beautiful day to just hang out under the trees and relax. And I'm sure some of these people are down at the beach right now. And they do have water fountains. Those look like really big grills for a park. Look how big those grills are. They're really big. See how big that is? So this is a nice parking field. It's surrounded by trees on all sides. It's a bit windy right now. I don't know how much wind is going to be picked up by this camera. So over here, they have a playground area for kids, which is kind of nice. It's out of the way. And then here on the south side of the parking lot is another area with a whole bunch of picnic tables. They really go far back into the distance. A lot of people in the park today having cookouts. I don't know what this is. This is like a little deck area. I don't know if they do like shows or events here. There's like a little, is that volleyball net? Was fireworks prohibited? Oh, there's a sandcastle contest at Hither Hill State Park on Thursdays. Well, we're not at that state park. And here's a house with restrooms. The doors to the restrooms are on the other side. And then this is another little house with like a snack bar. And they sell some souvenirs and clothing and sand stuff so kids can play in the sand. Looks like they have some ice cream. This is beer and wine, water. And then here's the area with the Here's the area with the picnic tables again. So the sun is just starting to go down, and this is the Residence Inn Marriott in Riverhead, New York. I believe this was built in 2018, so it's a relatively new hotel. And I thought we'd take a walk around and check out what it looks like on the outside. So this is the front of it, and in here is where you check in. Over here is the pool, and it looks like there's a fire pit. So let's see what's going on over there. Yeah, I see a lot of fire. I don't know if you guys can see it. So there's an outdoor fire pit. And this is the outdoor pool. It's kind of small, but it's an outdoor pool, so it's nice. Most hotels don't have outdoor pools around here, or just most of the Marriotts in the area, most of the Residence Inns or the Fairfield Inns or anything in the Marriott chain. So it was a beautiful day today. It was about 90 degrees. It was super hot. And right now it's starting to get really chilly out. It's around 72 degrees. So here's another sitting area, a little courtyard. It looks like there's another fire pit that you can put on, which is nice. Right there is, I believe it's a Hilton Garden Inn. And then across the street over there in the distance, that's the Tanger Outlets. This hotel does allow pets. You have to register your pet, and I think you get special tags for your pet. The sky looks pretty cool right now. It's still kind of light out. The sun's just going in. They say if you go to Vegas or a similar place that has a lot of like neon lights and stuff, now is the absolute perfect time to photograph them or take video, because you get the lights are on, but at the same time the sky is a little bit lit up. So that's what we used to do. We used to set our alarms, be like, okay, well, now we got to leave the casino, leave the hotel, and make sure we go and grab some photos. So here's the back. I'm on the 4th floor, which is nice. There's a little bit of a view. It's much, much, much better than the Fairfield Inn that I stayed at the other day in New Jersey. Like, it's a day and night difference. And it's a very relaxed vibe out here. So we're on the east end of Long Island. We're kind of, if you think of Long Island as a fish, we're kind of at like where the tail goes to. We're basically at where the North Fork and the South Fork meet. So like where both ends of the tail of the fish kind of join together. So up here in the distance, that's where they have an area where you can like walk your dog, let your dog do its business here. So they have some bags hanging there. It's a rest area for your pet, which is nice. And I think this will go around to the front now. So there's also a lot of like ballrooms and meeting rooms here and stuff like that. A lot of weddings happen here, like Sweet 16 parties, bachelorette parties. There's all kinds of signs in the elevator for stuff like that. So that's the Hilton Garden Inn, which is really close. And here we are back towards the front of the Residence Inn. And the pool will be like right up here. It's definitely a nice little hotel. So check this out. There's an indoor pool right near the outdoor pool. That's pretty neat. Or is this it's a spa. I'm putting my feet in and it is really hot, like really hot. So this indoor pool is like the same temperature as the outdoor pool, and they both feel a little bit cold to me. I wish they were heated a little bit more. This is the hallway, and my shoes are squeaking because I stuck my feet in the pool. Okay, so let's check out this room. So this is the first thing I see when I come in the door. It's a kitchen area. It's really nice. It has 2 stools and counter. It has a full-size refrigerator, a little dishwasher, a little sink, a little stove. It has like 2 burners. It has a microwave, and it has pretty much a fully stocked kitchen with all the basics of what you'll need. Here's a little shelf. You can charge your phone or whatever you want right here near the outlet. And here's a full-size mirror, which is nice. And then on this wall, we could see there's the TV, and the TV swivels. So it could swivel toward the bedroom or toward the sitting area. Really, really nice large desk area, like a little end table and a lamp. And then here's the sitting area, and there's like a little tray table. And we have some Long Island artwork. That looks like a beach. And then here we have the Montauk Point Lighthouse, and there's a lighthouse. And here's the bedroom area. It is a very nice king-size bed with a night table on both sides, and there's lighting on both sides. And then over here next to the bedroom, there's another really nice mirror with like a nice spacious area where you can put your luggage. There's some drawers underneath it. And here we have a really nice sized closet. So there's some extra bedding up there. And here's the iron and ironing board. And this is a really spacious closet. And here's the bathroom. It is a really nice bathroom. So it has 1 sink, and there's plenty of room on both sides of the sink, like plenty of counter space, really good lighting. There's a blow dryer here, extra toilet paper, some towels. And it has a really nice shower area. There's no tub, but that's fine. Very spacious walk-in shower. And then back here, there's more towels and the throne. So this is pretty cool. There's actually 2 lamps here. So here's this lamp for like the night table, and then they have these little reading lamps. And then the controls are here on the side. So you can just like lay in bed and read. You have like a little personal light to do that. And there's plenty of plugs and outlets all over this room. So that's how you know it's a much newer hotel. It's 6 a.m. and I just opened the curtains and realized that you can actually open these windows. I'm so happy. It makes me just really like this hotel even more. This is how far they open. It's only a few inches, but it's enough to get fresh air in and make me feel like I'm just not confined to stale hotel recycled air, because that's how I always feel when I wake up in a hotel when you can't open the windows. And now I'm so happy I just let a whole bunch of fresh air in. Also, there's a view of the sunrise here. It's about 1 p.m. and I'm out here on the east end of Long Island. I'm just about to head back now towards home, and Boo threw up. So this is the good thing about having security cameras throughout the house while I'm away. I'm able to check on the cats, and I saw that he threw up last night. He threw up a lot of food, and he threw up in his room, on the rug in his room, and I think it's because he ate too much. When I was putting food in his feeder, I remember thinking maybe it's too much food, but then I was thinking, well, the other cats are probably going to eat part of it. Boo usually does not eat all of it, so then I saw the security footage of him vomiting, and I was like, he probably ate all of it. So that's what happened. And then I checked the security camera this morning, and it looked like Boo might have thrown up in my bedroom or the living room. I can't tell which, because he was doing that thing with his mouth that cats do. I don't even know how you describe it. They make noise with their mouth. They kind of like open and close their mouth a lot, kind of almost like making chewing noises, but they're not chewing. Like lip smacking noises. That's the best way I can kind of describe it. Usually that precedes vomit, and that's what Boo is doing. So I'm expecting to clean up vomit in multiple locations when I get home. I hope Boo's okay. He seems to be fine, because I looked at the rest of the footage, and you know, he's jumping to the top of cat towers. He's running around the house, or you know, just being his normal self. So hopefully everything is okay. I'm not going to be back for another few hours though. So even though I'm not looking forward to coming home to cleaning up vomit, I am thankful that I do have the security cameras, so that way at least I know what to expect. Also, I know who vomited. If I didn't have the security cameras, I'd come home and I would not know who did it. But because I have the security cameras, at least I know who it was. Hello, Stella. It's 7:20 p.m. I just got home a few minutes ago. And here's Boo. Hey, Boo. And let me show you what Boo did. So this is where Boo puked on the rug in his room yesterday, and someone ate half of it. This is only like half of the vomit. So I don't know who ate it, but someone ate it. It grosses me out just thinking about that. And this is what Boo did this morning. It's all crunchies. So it looks like he ate his freeze-dried raw and the crunchies that were in his feeder, and then he vomited them. So Boo did eat dinner today. I looked at the security camera a little while ago, and I saw that he was eating dry food out of the feeders for dinner today. So he's on observation right now just to see how that dinner is going to settle in his stomach. I feel like he ate really too fast or too much, and that's why we have the issue with the vomit last night and this morning. Also, Boo does get stressed out while I'm away, and Boo is known to vomit when he's afraid of something or under stress. So I think that contributed to it also. Hopefully, no more vomiting. Like I said, he's on observation right now. I'm going to give the cats some squeeze-ups later, and we'll see how he does. It's now 9 a.m., and the cats are getting brushed. Boo's getting brushed, and he did good last night, so the cats had some treats last night. Here's Simba. Here's Stella. Here's Boo. So the cats had some treats last night. They all shared one of those Inaba chicken broth pouches. It's basically like shredded chicken with some broth. They enjoyed that. They shared one of the chicken pot pie baby food pouches. They enjoyed that. And they each had a few crunchies. And Boo was fine. He did not vomit. They did not have breakfast yet today. I'm brushing them first, and then they're going to have their breakfast. It's 11:40 a.m. Look at what's going on here. 3 cats on the bed. It looks like Splash is trying to get all close and comfortable with Stella. He's a mama's boy. And there's Boo. He's on the cat tower. He looks very comfortable. It looks like a lounge chair. An elevated lounge chair for cats. It's 4:35 p.m. Look at what's going on here. There are 4 cats on the bed. This is a rare occurrence. So Boo was on the cat tower before, but then I shut the window and I put the air conditioning on because it's getting pretty hot. So he must have jumped onto the bed. Looks like Simba's making himself a little bit more comfortable. Isn't that nice? All 4 cats on the bed. You relax, Boo. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.